let's talk about gis. By the way, these aren't all gis. This is the towel. This is a towel. This is a towel. All right, so you've been training for a little while now and you are getting tired of that ill-fitting beginner blanket of a gi. If you're the guy in this photo and you happen to see this, it's just a joke. I Googled terrible fitting gis and that's what showed up in the images. So all your teammates around you are wearing the latest and greatest with patches everywhere to increase their horsepower by plus 25 and you want in. But where do you start? I would try my best to help you out and your wallet. Let me just put it out there that this is all based around the gis that I bought and used for my body type. I'm not saying that this is going to be perfect for you other than the price point. This is just to guide you in a certain direction once you figure out the budget. I got away from the kitchen look of things, so randomly I'm going to be throwing jiu-jitsu related stuff here. This is a gi that I got for my wife. It's a Sanabul, however you pronounce that. It's the Essentials Ultralight gi from Amazon. It was $58 Prime, so I got it in 2 days. I don't have one of my own, so I can't say how it is as far as rolling in it, but aesthetically, I really dig the look of this gi. It's real clean. It doesn't have a bunch of patches everywhere. I mean, just here and on the back. It feels like a really good light gi that you could throw into your rotation once you pick up your training and you're going more than, you know, once or twice a week. The quality, it doesn't seem bad. Like, you know, if it just feels like a really good gi to just have in rotation. The only drawback of the gi is the contrast crotch color. I don't think it's IBJJF approved because I think the gi has to be one color throughout. But if you're not competing IBJJF, usually tournaments are pretty relaxed as far as your gi goes. So if you do want to compete in IBJJF, you like the feel of these gis, they have a competitor version. I'll put it here, all one color. It's going to be approved. There's no contrast crotch. This might be a good one to have in there. And for $58, I mean, you don't get much better than that. All right, for $40 more, you can get this gi, a 93 brand Hooks version 3. I think they come in a variety of colors. I was actually able to snag this off of BJJ HQ for $70. If you're in the market for a new gi, it's always a good starting point to check out BJJ HQ just to see if they have any gis that you might like for a really low price. Quality wise, it's a pretty solid gi. I dig it. The only thing I don't like is the fit. It's really, I don't know. I like my gis the way I like my hair, tapered. I've tried to shrink it as best as I could, but this is the best I could get it as far as shrinking goes. It doesn't look terrible, it's just, to me, it feels more baggy than what I like it to be. So I got this for $70 off of BJJ HQ. I think on rollmore.com, these are $100 bucks. So for $100 this is a pretty solid step towards a new gi. Some honorable mentions is the Fuji All Around and the Tatami Nova. I haven't owned any of these gis, but from what I've read, they're pretty solid for a beginner gi. All around $100. I was just never interested in them because everybody and their moms had one. It became like the basic bitch gi to me. No offense to all you basic bitches out there though. Now for about $120, you can get this gi. This is the Manto Victory gi. Again, I got this off of BJJ HQ. What attracted me to this gi was how clean it looked. It's just a simple white with their logo here and the logo here. It's a decent gi. I mean, the sleeves, I feel the sleeves are great, not too long. The only issue I have with this gi is that this jacket feels like a dress. It's long as fuck. The pants don't end. Now, I've tried to shrink it. I tried everything I can. It's just, there's no end to those pants. And for the price, I could pretty much just get this one for $20 less. Now, on the flip side of that, if I spend $15 more, this one. This one is the Hyperlyte, just called a Hyperlyte gi from Hyperfly. This is $135 on their website. I was able to get this one for $100 on BJJ HQ. I really like this color scheme, the black with, I think that's mint. But again, the fit is shit, which is surprising because I did have the Hyperfly in white and olive, which fit me perfectly. Don't pay attention to the other guy getting his hand raised and me being mounted. That's not the focus of this video. This gi feels good and it's comparable to this one. They almost seem like the same gi actually. So for $10 more, you will get this gi, which is the Koral Classic. I think it's the MKM Classic. This is the first gi that I fell in love with. Fit right out of the bag. Didn't have to do any shrinking to it. I've had it for about 8 years. Other than, you know, the lapel having some tears on it, the quality of it is just, you can just feel how durable it is. Jacket fits perfectly where I want it. When I got this gi, I thought I had found the brand for me. I went and I looked for one I could use for tournaments. So I decided to buy a Koral, I believe it's the competitor gi. $40 more, but for me, I figured it would be worth it, right? Since this one fits so well. Wrong. This is the same Koral MKM gi. It's $185 and it's a completely different fit. Jacket fits fine, but the pants are really shitty. They look like fucking bell bottoms. They look like my legs are upside down where my thighs are at the opening and it leads up to an ankle where my waist is. For this price, this thing should fit me like a tailored suit. It's more than my monthly membership fee to train. I could buy 2 of these for the price of 1 of this, but now I have 2 of these gis to put into my rotation. So I left out one main gi brand on purpose, and that's Shoyoroll. My issue with Shoyoroll is that the focus isn't on the quality of the gi, more so a marketing ploy just to get as many people to buy up the material as fast as they can. They say things like, this is limited edition, get it before it all sells out. And 2 minutes later, you know what, we put a pre-order out so you can get it whenever you can. Aftermarket, they sell it for like $5,000. The smallest change that Shoyoroll makes ends up doubling the price. And I don't know how I feel about that. And to be honest, I think guys who buy Shoyoroll just to be, you know, cool because you have a Shoyoroll gi are pretty much suckers because you keep falling for the same advertising. Look at all these gis, they pretty much are the same material. They get the job done. You can get 4 or 5 gis for the price of 1 Shoyoroll. That's my little rant. Just don't be a sucker. If anybody from Shoyoroll is watching this and wants me to review their gi, I will happily do so and promise you might get it back. Maybe. Alright guys, that does it for this week's White Belt Wednesday. I hope, just like the other videos, you guys get something out of it. The last video on cauliflower ear got a ridiculous amount of views, far more than I could ever think of. Thank you to everybody that watches. Thank you to everyone who subscribed. So yeah, if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Subscribe down below if you want to see more. Again, thank you for all the views, and I will see you again on next week's White Belt Wednesday.